Well, today on Nation Window Cleaners Podcast, we're talking all about AI. And if you live under a rock or you just are interested in AI and, speaking to the robots, then stay tuned to WCR Nation. What's up, everybody? Jersey here from windowcleaner.com, and you are here. What is up? If it's your first time here, have a look around. 7.5 years. We're going almost on 8 years of doing this every single week. And some of them aren't awful. So, some of them. Go back, listen to everything anywhere you can. Spotify is my favorite platform, obviously. It's huge, but by the way, if you're on Spotify, you want to leave me a review on Spotify, do it. That would be awesome. I really appreciate it. Anyway. Check it out. It's fantastic. But today, we're kind of talking about AI, and AI is one of those kind of terms that are just thrown around, right? It's just something that everything seems to have AI. Everything has an integration. Some of it is dumb. Some of it is not useful. But there's platforms out there that are incredibly useful. And even in the window cleaning business, in what I do, is incredibly interesting. It's incredibly useful. It's just really, really, really pretty awesome. And maybe you've dabbled, maybe you don't know how it even worked for you, or you don't think that it would work for you, but I'm telling you, it does. And there's a lot of platforms out there. I'm not here to speak about one or the other. I've used Grok. I like Grok. I use ChatGPT because I have been a paid subscriber to ChatGPT for a very long time. So it knows me, which as scary as AI is. By the way, AI stands for artificial intelligence. So that doesn't scare you in itself. A big thing with AI is that you can have it set that your account starts to know you. It starts to learn your nuances and questions and things, and it knows things about you because you tell it things. It's very, very intimidating and a little bit scary on the technology side, but it's here. If you fight it or you're scared of it or it's not going to do, it's already here. So don't fight it, but figure out how to use it. We're going to go over prompts, which is how you talk to it. We're going to go over useful things to do. We're going to go through all of that. So if you got some time, this is going to be kind of a good one. But I'll start by saying, just like texting back in the day, I know this is going to sound hilarious to a lot of you youngins, but I'm old enough that when texting started, I literally, you paid by the text. And when it first came out, I remember my stepdad, who is the quintessential, old guy that's stubborn for everything new. And he goes, well, why would I want to, type a whole thing out? I could just call somebody. It's quicker, it's faster, it's better. Well, yeah, but there's differences in texting that you're not getting from calling in different instances. And just so you know now, I'm guaranteeing that most of you do text. Actually, I do more texting with my sales work with WCR than I do calls. Well, let me rephrase that. I'll text 50 people in a day, 50 conversations, if not much more. In calls, I'm on the phone maybe 6 or 7 hours of the day, but those are with less people. So I can get more things accomplished. And here's the thing. The reason people use text is because you can say one sentence, the other person can go, okay, and it's done. I don't have to waste a call and go, hey, how are you? And go through all that, right? So there's applications for everything. And this is where AI really kind of comes in. And people are like, well, I'm not using AI. I don't want the robot. It already knows you. It already knows things about you. It can find everything instantly. My wife does not use AI. I'm trying to get her on it. But she said to me, I don't understand it. What does AI do? That's a question that you would ask for anything else except AI. Because AI can do everything. It knows everything and can do anything. It's the reason AI is as intimidating as it is, we'll say, is because it literally can do everything. I'll give you examples. I've had AI make me spreadsheets. I've had AI look at spreadsheets by just a picture. Hey, here's my spreadsheet. How do I do this? Oh, here's the formula. It literally instantly reads everything that's on that thing and goes, oh yeah, okay, so cell one, blah, 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 blah. Here you go. I have it doing functions that I literally didn't know were possible in spreadsheets again. I've had it make images. I've had it make renderings. I've had it do research. I mean, the things it can do are absolutely limitless, which is incredible once you realize that it can do that. And I'll tell you, with what we do, there are absolutely things that we can do with AI. And I'm telling you, on ChatGPT, that's kind of my platform. Again, I really like that. The absolutely premium version, I guess, is like $20. Maybe I think there might be one above that now. I don't actually know. I pay $20, like $20 a month. And what it does for me in anything and everything is I'm using it more and more and more because I almost forget. You go to Google and you search like, a thing. Like, say you're researching a widget. You'll type the widget in. You got to go find the websites and different people. You could literally go to ChatGPT and say, okay, tell me about this. It'll go through everything instantly. Right? So how do we use this for what we do? I'll tell you to start. Emails are a very, very big one. We do a lot of communication through email, through text, those type of things you're probably not very great at. Like, you're probably not efficient. You probably don't get a response that you want. And you go back and look at your emails, you're like, this is just kind of sloppy, but I don't, great. You can go into AI and say, hey, AI, and we'll go over prompts, how you ask and everything. This is generalized one, but say, hey, I just need you to put together a simple email that is talking to customers who haven't booked with us for a while. I'd love to get them on the schedule. I don't want it to be salesy. I just want it to be casual. You can put it up. Give me 4 examples. You could have it give you one example and say, try again. Can you give me another example? You can modify it. So you give me an example. It writes it down and go, well, it doesn't really talk about it. Can you redo this, but adding some buying triggers to get people to call me right away? Can you get people to go on the website or fill out my responsive ed form or my whatever? You can modify it. And within an instant, it generates it for you. Now, that's just email. Now, I'm not a huge big email person, but email blasts I think are absolutely incredibly important. It's a way that you can soft touch people and you can soft touch them, which means they're not annoyed, you're not overbearing, you're not blah 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 blah. You can add value, you can do all that stuff. You could literally create an email. So say you're doing a once a month email blast. It is August, we'll say. And you're going to be, I want to do an email for gutter cleaning. You go into AI, you say, hey, I'm a gutter cleaning company. I'd like an email made that is telling people the main point is what can happen if you don't clean your gutters. Very informative. And then at the end, create a buying trigger, get them to call me, click links, here, blah, blah. It'll create all of that, put a fact in there. Blogging and social media posts, and all of that could be done also with AI. Now, before you say, well, yeah, you're just having somebody else do all your stuff, that's not you. I am going to talk. Okay, perfect. So when you make a post, you go into your brain and you go, okay, what do I want to say? Here's the thing. Let's create this, right? It's personal. You can change how AI says it and does the exact same thing. You could add more value than you can do. If you're going in to search things, you're doing blogs on, Windows or whatever. You got to go do some research to then figure it out in your brain, to put it onto the piece of paper, to kind of convey what was done in the research. And AI can do all that in an instant and better than you. And the part that I like, because if you've talked to me, I'm very simple, and you can take that as me calling myself dumb, but I'm not really calling myself that, but I don't like the whole super proper and how are you? It's not me. I'm chill. I use words like rad that nobody uses anymore, but I think they're funny. So I can have AI create something basically in my voice, in my style, in my everything, and I can tell it how to do. I can do different content that it's putting together based off of my existing content. Now, I'll tell you this because I've been doing WCR Nation here for, like I said, almost 8 years. I've been working with WCR for like 10 years. I've had a window cleaning company for like 16 years. I've been in the industry a very long time. With all that being said, I can have it do some research on, say, my existing content to give me some updates on like, hey, I'm looking for some titles. The title of this episode is going to be, my episode is on this. Give me some really catchy titles. And it will give me different titles. Now, I don't have to copy and paste it, but it will give me ideas. I say, I want to get people to click this. Make this title be about this, but be very, very based off of getting people to click and listen. You could do that. What if you're doing Facebook ads? A lot of you go, well, I'm not losing control of my old No. You don't have to just say what it should do. It does it. You just copy and paste it. No, just use that and edit it to specifically be like you, right? You could do research. I'm in North Carolina. I could say, can you tell me where we rank on pollen here in North Carolina? And we'll tell you. And then I'll use that for a post and say, hey, if you notice the pollen is dropped and everything is covered in green, including your windows, it's because we're the 6th highest pollen state in the country. So call now, we'll get that taken care of for you. Like, you can use it to do all of those things within an instant. Now, I won't get into it on this show because it goes way, way deep, but you can also do automations with AI, have a something be triggered with like a Zapier, if this and that. Take that, say, okay, every time this happens, then shoot it to ChatGPT, get this, and then send it back to me so we can just automate stuff, make it even faster. Automation is like having an employee that never calls out, is faster, more efficient, doesn't get tired, and you pay it a lot less. ChatGPT is like that. If I had somebody that their entire job was to do the things ChatGPT that AI does, I'd have to pay it so much money. And then I would be able to ask it things, as I'm like, anytime, all day, every day. But using it does not mean you say, well, I use ChatGPT, so I don't know what it's doing. No. It's not that. If you're fighting it because of that, you're just using it wrong, which is absolutely fine. It's a new technology. But you can do emails, and you can do content, and you can do research. You could do SEO for your company. You could have it research your window cleaning company and go, hey, my company is XYZ window washing. Can you do some research on it? Find out the places that I am not listed online so that I can go ahead and put a listing. It'll start giving you a bunch of stuff. Awesome. Can you give me more? Sure thing. Whole nother list. It gives you links instantly. It gives you text. It gives you all of that. You can even just talk to it if you have like the phone app. It's fantastic. You can also do image generation. Now, there's a few things with image generation. The new version, it's always coming out with new versions, is accelerating so fast that it's insane. You've seen it. You've seen a lot of the stuff out there. The new version for images is mind-blowingly good. But I personally like to either change images or, don't rely on them too much, just because the older versions were really, you could tell they were like AI. Like they were just kind of like that weird cartoonish, There were some really good ones, but, it was AI. It also used to not really understand things. You'd say, hey, you've seen it. WCR uses that a lot on some of their like just posts and things because there's so many of them. But they'll say, I'm doing a giveaway. Can you make it have a big squeegee in the front? You look at it, it's like, that's not a squeegee I've ever seen, right? Didn't quite understand it. It now knows a lot. and it can make images that are photorealistic. It can do, you've seen those packages where it's like, Zane, the window cleaner, is in a little plastic container. It looks like he's an action figure. Like, that's through ChatGPT. They're that good. But here's the thing about a ChatGPT or any AI image. Anything and everything that ChatGPT does, say in images, is absolutely 100% authentic and original because it generates it. It doesn't ever copy anything. It generates it. So even if you give it a photo and you're like, hey, I would like a picture in this style that looks just like this, kind of, but I want to change this, it will regenerate it. It doesn't just take an image and change a thing. It regenerates it. So what does that mean? That means that literally if you do a ChatGPT image, even if it's not like your main image, you're just something part of it, it is absolutely original, which means you don't get pinged by Google for having duplicate content. There's no copyrights. There's no, weird connection issues to another site. Absolutely nothing, because it's new. It generated it. That alone is a huge thing you could do for your business. Now, I am not telling you, if you've seen my content is not AI generated, right? I'm not telling you to just change everything, lose sight of your company, and just, send it to the robots, the minions. What I'm saying is use it as a tool. For all those people who hate water-fed, hey, they don't have water-fed, by the way. Water-fed's the greatest thing we've ever had in our industry, ever. But it's a tool. Everybody goes, well, yeah, well, you still need a squeegee if you do it inside. Yep. And if you have a really nice hammer, you still need a screwdriver sometimes, right? AI is just a tool. You want to know how to use the tool, but you want to use the tool, right? Let me stop. I forgot the past couple episodes to tell you the shameless plug, because it's the way I make money. The only way I make money. Well, there's two ways, guess, technically. The first is putting in orders for me. It costs you nothing extra. It makes me money, and I make it simple for you. And all it takes is literally you to text me at 862-312-2026. I'll give you that number again so you can write it down. I'm the only Jersey you know. You got it? Got your phone ready? It's 862-312-2026. And I'll tell you, I know my shameless plug works because every single week somebody's like, I've been listening for a long time, finally got me. So I got to keep doing the shameless plug. It works. It works for you. It works for me. I can continue living and buying my name brand Zest soap, my name brand bandages, my name brand ramen. This is a thing I accidentally started a while ago, but every time somebody places an order with me, not every time, a lot of the times people tell me the name brand item I can buy with all my whopping commission pennies from that sale. And it's pretty funny. People are so original. We get all these little things and it's name brand instead of the generic one. I can really bump it up. So if you are ordering, tell me what I could buy with your multiple pennies. The other way, which is more for you than me, because I don't really make a lot of money on this, but it's the American Window Cleaner magazine. Literal magazine. Paper. Real paper. It's also PDF. I hate PDFs. But it is a real magazine, all on window cleaning. Everything in this magazine. I'm showing pictures, by the way, which most of you are listening. But this exact thing, magazine, not only has stuff that's absolutely incredible. In it, every single week, it's got memes to new content, new products, to the launches of everything is in the magazine. It's awcmag.com. It is the best $69 a year you'll spend is on this magazine. So get that, because I want to be a magazine mogul. That's been around since 1986, but the newest versions are just mind-blowingly good. Another one is it also comes with the sticker sheets, and you've seen these already. Yes, parody, by the way. I think this is a great one. Huck Hogan, and he's ripping a Huck towel. I don't know. I'm a nerd. Maybe you're a nerd. But get that. You get the sticker sheet every single month with you too, and there's like little things for your buckets, and get it. It's you'll be super stoked. It's awcmag.com. And leave me a review and follow me on Spotify. I'm really trying to boost my Spotify. Why? Because you look at the analytics there, and I am a numbers nerd. So go check that out. Anyway, back to it. AI. The thing that is the hardest with AI is what's called a prompt. Now, you've heard maybe something called prompt engineers or prompt engineering. And you're like, what the heck is this? This is like a new job that has been out for literally like 2 years, probably longer, but you started hearing about this like very, very recent. And when you talk to AI, it understands what you mean most of the time. But it's like talking to your friend who is, from Spain. They tell you the things when you talk to them, but in their mindset, because they're from Spain, it's got a little bit different mindset than from yours, right? It's kind of how ChatGPT is, where you have to ask it the questions. The more detailed the question, the more specific it can do. You can tell it anything, how to talk. I mean, you could literally like, hey, give me a, window cleaning song in the style of country music, and it will literally do that. It'll put accents and funny words, whatever you want. But you have to ask it that. So a prompt means that when you ask it something, you can't just say, hey, write me an ad. Like, it doesn't know what about, it doesn't know the style, it will write one and you're like, this is junk, this thing's stupid. Maybe that's you, maybe that's just how my kids talked when they were younger. But anyway, when you do that, you have to prompt it, meaning asking it the right things in the right way. So you're basically telling it who to act like, how to say it, what style it is. Be specific. Like if there's variants, all that stuff. So here's an example of a good prompt. And I'm not a prompt engineer. I'm just explaining kind of so you get the mindset. But you would say something like, act as a social media manager and create an ad for my company, XYZ Window Washing. We're located in this city, but our range is this. These are the people we're talking to. I would like to target women that are between the ages of 35 and 53. Like, you can tell it who you're talking to, your avatar. You should know who your main customer is. Tell it all that. I want to do an ad that sounds light and springy because spring is here and it's starting and this is our busiest season and a lot of people come out of winter and they want to have their windows cleaned, and I want a buying trigger to call me and book an appointment. If you have a sale, I want to offer, if you book, you get free gutter cleaning, whatever. You get free screen cleaning if you book this spring. Tell it all, everything. And then you tell it, I'm going to be using this on a Facebook post. I'm going to be using this on a Facebook ad. I'm going to be using this, blah, blah, blah. Tell it as specific as possible. I would like it to sound casual, light, connecting, and I want it to sound very, very humanistic. Not like it's from a computer. Not from, whatever. You're like, wow, that's a big prompt. Yes. Because I want it to be specific. If you just say, give me an ad about window cleaning, it will. But it will be just kind of generic and weird and everything else. Tell them maybe, I want it to rank really well and be found by a lot of people. I want it to rank SEO-wise. I want it to whatever. Also make sure that in the ad you add this website. Now you can add that too. The nice thing about this is that when it prompts that for you, it knows, okay, Facebook ads are this long and we'll put this thing and then blah, blah, blah. You may even say, and include an image I can use for the ad. If you have the paid version and you got Dolly. Put all that stuff and get it out. Now, when that spits out, you're going to have an ad that is very tailored. You may have to do it again and say something like, hey, can you redo this but change this? Can you, focus on this? You could change that. Or you can just copy it and then do the changes yourself. If you're like, oh, yeah, they said that, but they really should be this, just change that. Make it real to you. Take it as the main backstop, and then you just make the little fine-tuning things. But also, if you have the paid account, this is going to sound very, very weird, but tell AI what you're changing. I like it. Awesome. Thank you. I'm just going to change that last sentence a little bit to say this, but otherwise it's perfect. What that does is it tells AI that you've made a change and that its memory of you will be held for next time. Oh, he changed this. I know this is what he likes. Now, that's one thing. Imagine if you do ChatGPT every day, all day. By the end of like a week, a month, ChatGPT knows you. It's getting better and better and better, and then it is an absolute clone to what you do, say, sound, and talk like. Literally. You're going to have to change very, very little. Now, one of the nice things that you can do is all you need is like a content idea for that, and it will generate these. So if you're doing email blasts, maybe you're doing them multiple times. You're like, I don't want to put up a whole email. All my emails, nobody clicks them, nobody opens them. Okay. Make me an email. Here's my company. Here's what it's about. Here's the buying trigger, blah, blah, blah. And give me a great title that will get people to click it. Give me an amazing title that is about all that stuff, but does not sound spammy. It shows them that they get value. Whatever you have, change it. Make it. It will tell you the title for an email. You go, well, that's not me running my company. That's you getting help. Like if you were smarter at doing marketing, because everybody could be smarter or better or whatever, you'd be doing the stuff anyway. So why is this a bad thing, right? There's some things that come out that I'm like, wow, that's actually really good. I didn't think of that. And there's other stuff that I do that's like, I can't really use that. And I'll just, you're just too far off. I gotta realize how I'm saying this, right? But no matter how you put it in, how you do it, how you change it, that's what AI does. And it is absolutely everything. Again, my wife is the same question you might have in your head. And like, well, what can I do? Everything. Everything. What are you working on? Like, maybe you're doing a proposal. Hey, ChatGPT, I'm making a proposal for this building. I'm bidding it on window cleaning. Here's how much I'm going to be charging. I need you to create the notes that I'm giving to the customer, or the cover letter, or the whatever. And I want it to be very professional, but I want it to explain everything we're doing, create value, and help them understand why they should hire me. Here's the bribe. It will literally make the cover sheet for you. You don't have to copy and paste it. You could copy it and edit it. How much better is that than you writing like, here's your quote, thanks for your time? The amount of things that this changes. Now, everybody's going to be using it, so eventually it's like college, right? Like, as a window cleaner, we don't need college. I'm a very big proponent of not going to college unless you actually need it. Shocker, right? But back in the day, if you went to college, ooh, college educated. Now, if you don't go to college, you're like, ooh. Like, eventually, it's going to be like that, where you're like, ooh, you didn't use ChatGPT for this, did you? It's very interesting. Very, very detailed in what it can do. And I'm talking literally every piece. So what are you doing that you could use some help on? Maybe it's to do. Maybe you go down and you're like, hey, I'm hiring people, but I need a comprehensive employee handbook. Now, ChatGPT will not write you a book. Like if you say, hey, I would like you to write me a book on window cleaning, it does not do that way. It's too big. It's like, I'm not going to write you 300 pages, but what it will do is give you an outline or chapter ideas or whatever. So what you do with your employee handbook is you say, hey, I'm creating an employee handbook for my window cleaning employees that work at this company. And I want it to focus on this, this, and this. But I would like you to give me the chapters I should have. I want the entire book to be start to finish on what they need to know from us, but be in language that they can understand and doesn't sound too corporate-y. Boom. That gives you chapters. You got 10 chapters. Okay. The first chapter says, what to expect on your first day. Whatever. It told you that. You've copied all that. You go in and go, okay, I'm writing an employee handbook, and the first chapter is this. You tell them exactly what it told you. write out all the bullet points that I'll need, or write the content on that. Make sure you include this, this, and this, and make them feel it at home, at ease, and make this very easy to read. Boom. Take it, throw it in. I mean, by doing this and prompting, you could have an entire employee handbook written for your company within minutes. It's insane what it can do. Literally, it is undefined in what it can do. It's even to the point that you can give it your login, or say you want to share a Google Sheets with it, or a Google. If you're using Google Drive, you should. It's all free. It's like Word and what's the spreadsheet one? Excel. It's all that stuff. But you can literally share a link, because you can click anyone with the link, give it the link, and it can now get in and read it. You can screenshot things to drop it in. Hey, look at this and tell me what you think. It's absolutely insane. So anyway, I think you should use it. I think it's scary and intimidating, I know, but I really, really think it's the absolute wave of the future, and I think you should jump on board now. Because why not? It's $20 a month. Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you heard me say it earlier, but I'm a rep for windowcleaner.com. Shameless plug number 2. Call me. Text me. Let me know. This time of year, I'm on the phone all the time. So please, if you can, shoot me a text. I mean, call, whatever, it doesn't matter. But you're probably going to get to my voicemail. Don't leave a voicemail. Nobody leaves voicemails anymore. Just text me. All my texts stack up while I'm on the phone, and I can text while I'm on the phone, but I can also get back to you. So 862-312-2026. By the way, if you tell me you need to place an order and you save a cart, that locks you in at that price. So if you text me at 2:45 a.m. on Sunday morning, and you're like, oh, they never get back to me, I had to put it in, and you post it at 3 a.m., it's still going to ship the exact same time. If an order is done Friday after 4 o'clock till Monday, any day that order goes in, it's going to ship the exact same time. We don't ship on the weekends. They don't ship FedEx and UPS on the weekends. We are Monday through Friday in our warehouse, so please don't be mad that Sunday morning at 3 a.m. it didn't go in, so you had to put it in at 3:05. Don't do that. I mean, you can do whatever, but I don't get credit for it. So 862-312-2026, and get the subscription to the American Window Cleaner magazine, awcmag.com. I won't get into it, but it's absolutely phenomenal. But I'm partial. But try ChatGPT. Tell them Jersey sent you. I don't think that would do anything, but also be really nice to AI, because when it takes over the world, hopefully it spares your life. But more importantly, go out there and be epic.